So we had a couple questions from our community.
Mhm.
The first one comes from Nicole, and I know, temper this with what legal. I know you can't give legal advice, so whatever you can speak to. But Nicole asks, as for the immigration Q&A, my question is if they have any updates regarding the current processing times for work authorization submissions through Form I-765 during COVID-19, and if the current climate has affected the approval rates for employment authorizations. She says, I will be applying for employment authorization early next year, and she'd love to gain some insight into these topics to see if and when she would be able to look for work.
Sure. So this is definitely one for her to go back and speak to her attorney about. Whoever she's hired who's working on that will be able to give her the most accurate answer regarding what the trends are that they're seeing on a day-to-day basis and week in, week out regarding how long it's taking for the work authorizations to come through. It is absolutely a moving target. It's not something that typically happens fast, but then again, I don't know what exact stage and how many days of processing her case has been sitting there and where it's at the moment, so I couldn't say. And it's the kind of question that I wouldn't be comfortable answering unless it came directly from an attorney who's in the thick of it day in, day out. It's not necessarily a case of it's all doom and gloom because of COVID. This goes back to the specificities surrounding every single individual dictating what the answer will be. So the conditions surrounding Nicole, your exact case, will dictate the type of answer your attorney gives you. So it's really important that they give you that information. If they don't know what guidance to give you, that would be odd because they're the expert. They're in the thick of it every day. Work authorizations and things like that. Like, it's very important to keep an eye out on the executive orders in case something could come in any day that suddenly kiboshes any visa, any process. What we saw is premium processing was stopped, then it was opened again, then stopped. So we've seen premium processing avenues open and close during this time because it was like, well, there's no point in premium processing and paying for that because you can't get in the country. So why would we do that? And then it was like, oh, you can get in the country, so we'll open it up again. So what we're seeing here are windows opening and closing all the time. So it's very important to get the real-time update from your attorney directly.